All of us have something we want and something we hope to obtain. Whether that be new Xbox, new PlayStation, new anything you want. For all of us, we all want these things. But why do we want them? And how do we get them? What happens when we can't get what we want? Well, many of us return to something known as debt. What is debt? Well, debt is prison. Once you get it, you are forced to endure the sentence. You are forced to pay it back. Or else there shall be legal consequences in which you'll be forced to pay it back. You see, credit card companies, they want to extract every single penny you get. You miss a payment, they charge you 20% interest. And what? Let's assume it's $5,000. That would be like quite a lot of money. So 22% interest, that's a lot of money to charge on something. Like, do you really want to pay that back? No, you don't. Get out of debt. Debt slavery. Debt only holds you back. What debt is doing is stealing from yourself, stealing from your future self, and preventing your current self from progressing further. Do you care about your future? Do you honestly? Where do you want to be? What do you want your life to be? You want to be forced to permanently pay for something of which you've, did as a mistake in your past life? Like, let's say you buy something with debt and you regret it. You're like, oh, why did I buy that? I didn't need that. You were like, why did I do that? Why did I buy that? Now, many of us don't realize this, but in the modern world, spending debt and spending buy. I need this, I need that, I need it now. Why do we think that? Do we really need something now, or can we wait a period of time to obtain it? If you really want something and, you think you need it now, go to bed, wake up the next day, don't buy it yet, go to bed again, don't buy it yet, go to bed again, wait 3 days to decide if you still want that, and that'll save you from spending what is potentially tens of thousands of dollars that you just wasted. Now, how is it that you should approach debt well? You should never get it. Never. All of us, most of us, are going to have debt of some kind. Whether it be student loan, credit card, mortgage, all of these other kind of debt you got to pay back. Well, what you want to do is pay it off as fast as possible so that you don't inhibit your future self from growth. Do you care? Do you really think that spending the rest of your life paying off for something you did 20, 30 years ago is worth it? Is that really worth it? Is it? Like, logically think about that. Is it worth it? Would I rather be paying for one item I bought 20 years ago, like a house? Do you really want to be stuck paying for that for 20, 30 years? No. If you do it as fast as possible, that's the best thing. You'll save the most amount of money too. But if you can't do that, here's what I say. You should pay off your debt as fast as possible. If you aren't able to do that, you'll be at the end of the race. While your friends have, you'll be at the start of the race while your friends have already finished. Because they got their debt paid off. You're still paying it off 30 years later. I want you to pay off all your debt, so that way you don't screw your future self over. But what is it about debt that makes it so appealing? Well, you want an item, you can have it, but you gotta pay a bunch of interest. If you miss that credit card payment, you don't have enough money. Even if you're just a little bit short, 20% interest for you, you get screwed over. Do you really want that? Do you honestly care about who your future self will be? If you decide to spend all of your life just spending, not saving up to buy something, or, not caring about your future, not preparing money or setting stuff aside for your future, where will you be? Well, I tell you where you'll be. You'll be on this pile of enormous debt with nothing to show for having it. You won't have any benefit. You'll just be screwed over. So all of us want to sort of reach our goals. Debt should not be one of them. You should never use debt to finance your goals. It will harm you in the long run, and you'll get screwed. Debt's slavery. You gotta pay it off, or else you get hurt. But yeah, debt is slavery. Thank you, and goodbye.